I am not singing darling, I blood clot, love you, and come shake my rascal, and I'll swim the ocean and climb the mountain. See? And that not going to change me. See? Because I am going to kill the fuckery out there.